All right, everybody. So, Miss Power Author, Mr. Power Author, we are now going to talk about setting up your book for bestseller status in Amazon. And specifically, right now, we're going to go over some things about categories. All right, so inside here, I am now inside of KDP. Let me just save that. I am now inside of KDP. So I'm in the back end of where you'll set up your book for distribution, right? So you'll go to kdp.amazon.com. You're going to sign in like you normally sign in with your with your information, and then it'll bring you to your books. If you're not on this page, you'll go back to Bookshelf. Bookshelf is where you'll see all of your books that you have listed. So right now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go to the Spiritual Atom. So the book is already set up, but we're going to show you about categories in particular. So I'm going to go to, I think it's details or it might be content. We'll see. So I click on those three dots over there and it brings me up here, details. This is all of the information inside of details: book title, series, edition number, author, contributors, description, keywords, and now here categories. All right. So right now, this book is placed in one category, which is nonfiction, religion, paper prayer books, and then Islamic. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see. So inside of KDP, you're able to choose up to 2 categories here, right? And again, categories are where books are placed on Amazon. So let's jump on over to Amazon real quick. So I'm going to go to amazon.com. Now I'm here. Now I'm going to click on books up here. Click on books. Now I'm inside of books and shop by category, right? So they have arts and photography, biographies and memoirs, business and investing, children's books, cookbooks, fine, and blah, 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 right? So these are the different categories they have right here. Over on the left-hand side, you also will see popular in books, award winners, bargain books, best books of the month, best books of 2020, right? So these are all of the ways that Black Lives Matter, books to read right now. These are all of the categories that they've placed here. And then you also have other categories, more in books, Amazon books on Facebook. So all of these different categories are ways that they have organized the books. Okay, now if we scroll down here into department, right? Just the way a department store or the library or any place has to have things organized by what they are, the same thing they do on Amazon. So inside of these book categories, you have all of these categories that they have here. So right now, I'm just going to pick, let's go into religion and spirituality. All right, because Dad's book is a book on Muslim reflections, if you will. So I'm clicking on, did I click it already? Yeah. So religion and spirituality, there we go. So now I clicked it. So now I'm inside the category religion and spirituality. And these are the best-selling books in this category, religion and spirituality. I don't know why this one is there, the little blue truck, springtime, but whatever. All right, but I'm going to go into Islam and see what comes up in there. So religion and spirituality, Islam. Now look, I'm continuing to drill down into smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller categories, right? So I was in books. Now I'm in religion and spirituality, Islam, and then I could also pick a different category here related to my book topic, right? Theology, all of these things. Okay, so here are the bestsellers in this area now. Okay, so these are the ways that you can kind of see what other books are in your category. Okay, you can see what other books are in your category. So I'm going to say rituals and practice because I know that category is a category we've had success in before. Ooh, Secrets of Divine Love is a popular book now that's really got a lot of momentum. 2,399 reviews. That's going to be kind of hard to top, but I can look in here and see what's going on in this category, right? All right, so let me go back to KDP. So now I'm in religion, prayer books, Islamic, but now I'm going to also pick another category, which is going to be nonfiction. I'm going to find the one that I just found, religion. Okay, and then I have to scroll down. I was in Islam, so let me find Islam, and then I was in rituals and practice. There we go. All right, so I press save, and now my book is in these two categories. So that means when I'm going for bestseller or when someone is looking, those are two categories in which my book is placed. Okay, now after I select that, I need to press save and continue. And those two categories are going to be categories that are attached to my book as of right now. However, you can have your book in up to 10 different categories on Amazon. They only show you the option of 2 here. Now, how do you get to be in the other 8? What you have to do is scroll down to the bottom of KDP, way down here. You see this? Let me scroll in, way down at the very bottom. Way down here, you see contact us? You click on contact us. When you click on contact us, it gives you ways to work with them, to talk to somebody, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go into one of these options on the side. It says, how can we help? And right now, I want them to fix my categories. I want them to fix my categories. So it might be in the Amazon product page. Is it? Yes. Okay. Update Amazon categories. That's what I want. Now, let me tell you a secret. Even though they have all of these different options over here on the side, if you can't find exactly what you want, just pick something and then put email, and then you can type in the email what you want, and they will still handle whatever it is that you're looking for. So don't get psyched out or overwhelmed trying to figure out exactly where it is on this side. Just pick something. So I see categories, so I'm going to pick that. And now what I do in here is I will I will give them all of the categories that I want my book to fall in. Okay, I will tell them this is where I want my book. So I'm going to put the ISB in here. This is important, especially if you have multiple books. They need to know, which book you're talking about. So I put the ISB in here. They're going to ask, is it Kindle or is it paperback? Why are they asking that? Why are they asking that? It's because Kindle books have their own categories related to Kindle, and paperback books have their own categories related to paperback. So your book is actually going to be in 20 categories, 10 for Kindle and 10 for paperback. And some of them are exactly the same, but sometimes there are some nuances in the way that the categories are organized. All right. So right now I'm going to put Kindle, ebook, and then I'm going to list. It says requested marketplaces. Let's make this bigger. So I'm going to say all and see what they do. And then categories to add. So now, I told you can have up to 10. So what would I do? I would go in here and I would see where else could I place my book. So I'll put religion and spirituality again. Let's see. Agnosticism, no. Atheism, no. Buddhist, Christian books, no. Maybe I don't want to do Islam right now. Maybe I'll put New Age and spirituality. Let's see what's in there. New Age and spirituality, and I may want to pick a couple of these different categories, right? So I may say self-help. Let's just pick that for right now. Self-help. All right, it says New Age religion, but I can put it in self-help in here, right? So now I know what category I'm in. I'm in books, I'm in religion, and then I'm in self-help and New Age religion, right? So what I'm going to do is go back over to here. I'm going to put books. So actually, I'm not doing the Kindle right now. I'm actually doing books. So what I do is I put books here, and then I put Kindle here, and then I put all of the categories. Now, this is the way that I've done it. I say books, and then I say religion. Then I I basically tell them how, excuse me, guys. I basically tell them how I got there. New Age. And then I say self-help, right? So I give them the drill down. I tell them how I found it. So let's find another one. So now I'm going to say I'm in New Age. I'm going to go back to self-help. Was that right? Did I put that right? Yeah. Okay. New Age self-help. And then I'm going to go down into, let's see. How did I get there? So I'm going to go back to books. Then I'm going to go to religion again, religion and spirituality. Click. Okay. So now I'm going to go to, let's see. Other religions, practices, and sacred texts. Nah. I could try religious studies. Let's just see. Right. So I'm in religious studies now, and I see I can break this down a lot, right? So maybe I'll say comparative religion, not quite. Ethics. I would think of what are some things that may be, related to what I'm doing. And maybe I'll try sociology, just see what comes up. So you see how you can place your book in the categories that you want it to be placed in. You want to try to get them into categories that make sense, for your book. But you also have to understand that, like there is a little bit of art to finding your categories. This one seems fine, so I will do this for now. Right now, I'm just showing you how to get into the categories. In another video, we'll dive deeper into the strengths and contrasting different categories. But right now, I just want you to see how we add categories to Amazon. So again, I'm in books, religion and spirituality. What was I in? Religious studies. Oops. So I'm going to go books, religion, and spirituality. Spell it correctly, though. I said it wrong. All right, religious studies. And what was that? Sociology. Books, religion, spirituality, religious studies. Yeah, sociology. Did sociology have a breakdown too? No, yeah. So that's that, right? And I also saw that I could put religious studies. I could put, wait, no, not religious studies. I could also put worship and devotion. So books, religion and spirituality, worship and devotion. That's where I had the prayer books, right? I had the prayer books earlier. This is like a different category than the one I had before. But yeah, so there we go. So I could also try this. I could put prayer books, or I could also try ritual and see what comes up too. So sometimes you'll find, hold on guys. Sometimes you'll find that it's a little bit different in here than what you may find. So try to get it as close as possible. Books, religion, and spirituality. What was it? Religion and spirituality, worship and devotion. Worship and devotion. I think that was it, right? Ritual. Worship and devotion, ritual. And then I also had, I'll copy this. And then I also had 4 prayer books. Okay, so you continue this process until you get 8 more, right? Because you're adding 8 more categories to your list. And then you're going to do the same thing in Kindle. So now we were in books. Let's go back to Amazon. And then we're going to also do it in Kindle. So let's say I'm going to go to Kindle, right? Where is Kindle? Here we go. Kindle store, right? See that there? Going to Kindle store. Am I in Kindle? Okay, yeah. So now I'm in Kindle. I want to click this on this side though, because I want the categories on the left. I don't want it just up here. I want to get in the Kindle over here on the left. So let's see. I don't want books. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Haha. See up here? Kindle books. So click that. Now this should give me, yes, thank you. That's what I want. So now I'm in the Kindle books area, and Kindle books categories are a little bit different. So now I need to find again where I want to place it. Do the same thing we did before, spirituality and religion. I can find the ones that I had before, see if those work for me. You know, spirituality and religion. What was I in before? This a little bit different, right? So I could try spirituality here, spirituality and religion, then spirituality, and then prayer books for this one. So that's one, you know, that I could find. I also see here, go back to spirituality. I also see spiritual warfare, which could be good too. So that's how you find your categories. Now, when I find all of them that I want, oh, my phone is blowing up. Remind me to put it on mute next time. So when I find all the categories that I want, I will add everything here, right, for both the book category and the Kindle, and then I'll click send message. So I'm not going to do it right now because I'm going to add more to his list. But when you press send message, give them about 48 hours, and then your book will be placed in all of those different categories. So you want to do this before your book is open to the public, so that when you're doing your bestseller campaign, you will be eligible to reach bestseller in those categories. All right, you all. So pick some good categories, and in the next one of the next videos, I'll also go over one of the tools we use to compare and contrast categories and try to estimate how many we may need to sell in order to beat out number one in that category. All right, Power Authors, talk soon. Bye.